Drones have opened up huge opportunities for high-altitude photography. Unmanned aerial vehicles can provide a new perspective on seemingly ordinary things, or, thanks to their height and speed, find a unique angle. But drones themselves are also amazing. After all, these flying machines are capable of performing unexpectedly diverse tasks, and besides them, there are many other types of robots. We have gathered the most impressive shots related to drones. Aerial filming allows us to appreciate the scale of major infrastructure projects such as this complex canal. A giant ship, red balloons, and a splash, not a party, but a true aquatic ceremony. All eyes on the Titan, freshly born for the ocean. If someone didn't know these were rockets, they might think it was an unusually extravagant birthday celebration. Such smooth launches as if giant candles were being placed on a massive cake. Military technology tests look especially striking. The drone managed to capture explosions from a distance inaccessible to humans for safety reasons. A drone view of the Tesla factory feels like a guided tour of the future where every robot movement is a symphonic beat. A forest shoot isn't just about capturing footage, it's a hypnotic journey. There's so much beauty around, but the key is knowing how to see it in the details. Filming the results of military exercises is truly impressive. Here's what a naval landing operation looks like in action. After watching this, everyone will want a drone, because dealing with giant insect nests by hand? Yeah, that's far from a pleasant experience. A sand avalanche may look harmless from a distance, but don't be fooled, its winter counterpart can freeze you, while this one will bury you up to your eyebrows. At first it's hard to tell what's happening, but look closer. Beneath the thick ice, a giant slowly moves. A whale is breaking through the frozen surface to breathe, an awe-inspiring miracle of nature. Flying a drone into a tiger enclosure? That's an idea on the level of maybe I'll get lucky. Spoiler, no luck. One leap, a powerful swipe of the paw, and now the striped predator has a new flying toy for lunch. A snowboarder speeds down the slope, a car roars alongside, snow flies, and the drone ties it all together into visual cinema. When a drone flies through tight gaps, you forget it's not an action scene, then you remember it's just a guy in slippers sipping soda behind the controls. When calculated right, explosive demolition is about precision, speed, and a truly spectacular show. Modern drones let us observe cloud formation above the mountains with stunning clarity. A tiny boat battling waves like a cat in a bathtub. Brave, hopeless, and cinematic. The drone captures every lurch of this mini sea drama. Massive trucks hauling future bridge parts, and from above it feels like Titans building a new world. Brilliant architecture is when a building amazes even from above. Good thing there are people who design such masterpieces and drones that let us admire them. This looks like the remains of one of the largest trees in the world. Its massive size can only truly be appreciated from a bird's eye view. A pink lake from the air isn't just a stunning landscape, it's a true natural wonder. The scale is breathtaking, and the camera only highlights its uniqueness. This spectacular scene lets us grasp the sheer size of this enormous rocket, and it's all thanks to the drone operator. Aerial photography helps reveal the complexity of some projects. Perhaps even the workers on the platform don't fully realize how much they are risking at the edge. Even the most luxurious pools can't compete with this natural masterpiece. Without a doubt, this is one of those moments when the beauty of nature can only be seen from a bird's eye view. If that bridge can support a truck like that, a breakdown is no big deal. Help will arrive soon. The Donghai Bridge is one of the longest in the world. From above, it looks like a road to nowhere, but in fact, it connects Shanghai with the deepwater port of Yangshan. This spot is made for those who want to see it all at once. The best view in the city is guaranteed. Next time you want to complain about your commute, just remember what these people go through to get to work. Sometimes it's strange that we dream of flying to space when our planet is already full of truly otherworldly views. One more second and it might just lift off the tracks. The train charges through the fog like it's gliding across clouds, not a bridge. At first it seems like just an ordinary bridge, but as the drone moves away, the truly breathtaking scale comes into view. When a sea giant passes near surfers, time freezes. Tiny humans beside a colossus, a visual tale teetering on epic. A bridge from a bird's eye view, there's something extraordinary about this landscape. With a drone, the most spectacular stunts can be filmed from the best angles. Incredible skill, don't you think? Without the drone, this place would have stayed a secret, beautiful, bizarre, and totally unaware of its viral potential. A diver swims among sharks like he signed up for the No Breaks Brave Club. The drone films it like an ad for raw courage. So many planes in one place, it's like someone threw a winged party with a strict wings-only dress code. A drone provided unique footage of an ancient Turkish city carved into the rock. The aerial view offers a truly one-of-a-kind perspective on this place. A perfectly straight and level yet dangerously long bridge with no protective barriers, the courage of those who walk on or even drive across it can only be fully appreciated from above. Watching fireworks from the ground is, of course, amazing, but aerial footage from great heights offers uniquely beautiful perspectives of the display. This is probably the largest gathering of workboats and small vessels. How many are there? Hundreds or even thousands? Suspiciously large cracks. Could the continents be splitting apart? The explosion of a combat drone over its target scatters thousands of deadly fragments. The machine turns into a sieve. Cyberpunk at its finest. A drone captures a robot washing the windows of a skyscraper. The ice is so thin that only a drone can film polar bears swimming. Impressive wildlife footage, isn't it? And we're moving on at the speed of light. All the most interesting things are still ahead. The shots from this bridge are breathtaking, but drone footage provides unusual angles and allows us to appreciate the impressive scale of this place. A morning run with obstacles sounds great, but if your balance fails, it'll turn into an impressive splash rather than a workout. Snowfall in the desert is a true wonder. It transforms familiar landscapes into something magical and one of a kind. It doesn't happen often, snow settles on hot sand, and the desert becomes an alien world. The perfect date spot, as long as both of you are okay with heart-stopping heights. A drone captured an unusual hole in the ground, and inside, a hidden ecosystem with its own flora and fauna. Judging by the number of feathered visitors, this place is a true winter haven for ducks from across the continent. Though a complicated and costly task, relocating an entire building to another area isn't science fiction, it's engineering reality. Watch him work, and you'll have no doubt he truly loves what he does and approaches it with creative dedication. This place is so magical it seems like a fairy tale king could step out at any moment and invite you to a feast. Just don't forget to take off your hat. Nature is when you think, it can't possibly get any more beautiful than this, and then you see aerial footage and realize you were completely wrong. That's an extreme hotel experience. At least you won't need an alarm clock. The realization that there's nothing but hundreds of meters of emptiness below should wake you up just fine. The launch of a massive dam from a bird's eye view is truly breathtaking. Now that's a mega project. Rock formations of unusual shapes create a nearly inaccessible landscape. A drone is just about the only way to capture it effortlessly. And what stunning footage! It's hard to pick the most beautiful drone shot landscape, but this one is definitely among the top contenders. Climbing a sheer rock face without a harness? No thanks. I'm careful even when stepping onto a stool, but this woman clearly doesn't concern herself with gravity.
To be honest, I'm speechless after witnessing it. What about you?
This daredevil lives at 200 beats per minute. Judging by his energy, he parties so hard that even the drone got dizzy. A drone accidentally captured a prank played by the sea itself. Never underestimate the power of waves. Trying to capture an epic landscape with a drone, the pilot accidentally filmed a hilarious scene of a phone escaping from its owner. This unique attraction promises truly unforgettable experiences. You can only fully grasp it from a drone or by taking part yourself. A drone documented the destruction caused by the 2022 earthquake, where a rather long bridge was completely obliterated. Thousands of tons of structure crumbled like wafers. The current washed away the road and caused a landslide. A drone captured the scene of a house teetering on the very edge of a cliff. Let's hope it doesn't fall. The detonation of massive layers of earth for industrial purposes looks terrifying. The rock seems to liquefy and flow under the force of the explosions. Proper placement of ultra-powerful explosives enables factory smokestacks to be demolished in the safest way possible for the environment. These giant structures don't topple sideways, but instead collapse inward. A mysterious place, isn't it? Even from above, it's stunning and slightly eerie. Would you want to be there on the ground? A drone was shot down. Was it an accident, or is someone really not happy about uninvited guests? Given the eerie house and its strange resident, it looks like the camera captured something it shouldn't have. Launching a drone at night over a cemetery, a questionable idea, but not a surprising one. No wonder something strange was spotted there. Just hope it doesn't take off after it. This drone was aiming for a stunning shot under the bridge, but instead found a city lunatic with a cold weapon. Well, what a perfect day to gain altitude immediately. A hot air balloon ride is already a magical experience, but add a drone, and you've got a masterpiece for the family archives. A drone follows running kangaroos at a minimal height. Surprisingly, the animals aren't afraid of the unmanned aircraft and even approach it to investigate it after it lands. When a flying overseer hovers above you, the first reaction is confusion, the second is panic, and the third, a spontaneous dance. This man nailed it. Stress relieved, drone entertained, audience delighted. A unique mineral composition turns the water pink on one side of a narrow, straight road. On the other side, the water remains normal, and the contrast looks like something from another planet. Of course, this is a promotional shoot, but the resort still looks absolutely magical with these views: the beach, the water, and the jungle. A bungalow inside a repurposed Boeing on the edge of a cliff. What a cool idea, right? and the views from here are incredible. Traditional Chinese-style houses perched on sheer cliffs, the landscape is absolutely breathtaking. It makes you want to visit this place in person, doesn't it? The drone follows amusement park visitors as they ride the slides, mirroring their route. For thrill seekers, this is the best kind of advertisement. It seems the noisy drone doesn't scare the birds at all. Even better, it allows us to experience the view from inside their massive flock. Now that's a viewing platform. Unreal landscapes, and it's hanging over a cliff. The only question is, would you dare to step onto it yourself? Photos from this cliff in Norway have always been popular, but thanks to drones, videos from here have become especially stunning. A building weighing tons of thousands of tons collapses like a house of cards. To fully appreciate the power of the explosion, aerial footage was essential. The demolition of an entire stadium is a grand spectacle, but only a drone can truly capture its full scale. When pilots start racing in the sky, the result is nothing short of epic, and if a drone is capturing the action, we might as well be watching a blockbuster in the making.
It was so cool! It's hard to comprehend how this is even possible.
Watching massive machinery at work in a quarry from above feels like observing gods at play, just with a lot more dust. The demolition of the largest building creates a true dust storm. You wouldn't want to be nearby, so it's great that a drone is filming instead of a human operator. The demolition of this smokestack is impressive because only its base was detonated. The structure toppled precisely in the intended direction, falling like a giant tree. A giant crocodile on the shore. Is it an art installation or a reason to panic? Given how realistic it looks, some beachgoers will probably run first and ask questions later. Yoga on the edge of a cliff. It's not just about flexibility, but also about a complete lack of self-preservation instinct. Seriously, how did they even get up there? A bear family chose the most extreme route downhill. It seems like only the spectators are worried. Mama Bear clearly knew what she was doing. The crocodile didn't appreciate aerial filming and launched a tail whip that sent the drone into a watery knockout. Who knew dredging could be this mesmerizing? It's like the drone stumbled onto the set of an underwater blockbuster. Plane wreckage on barren Earth looks like a wound on the planet. People stand silent, the drone films. No narration needed. A submarine bursts through the ice like a black whale from snowy darkness. The surface cracks under pressure. No one's taming that beast. People walk a narrow ledge above the abyss like it's morning in the park. Guts? Absolute. A tiny boat beside an oceanic giant, like a toy drifting next to an ancient sea god. These sheep run so densely across the green hillside, the drone can barely keep up, a white blur in motion against a mountain backdrop. These cliffs look so perfectly carved, you start questioning, was this really nature? Sometimes a drone captures something that feels like a secret slipping through reality. For a moment, the lens sees more than it should. A massive herd moves like a living pattern only visible from above. Hypnotic, nature's own parade rehearsal. This city looks like a disaster movie still. Broken streets, crumbled buildings, and a silence that sends chills. A ship dips into the water, splash like a final chord, and the drone is there, capturing emotion, spray, and awe. Even demolition looks majestic from high up. You get the sense of scale and the beauty in controlled destruction. When a plane drops pink fire retardant, it looks more like it's painting the sky. Fire versus aerial watercolor. Flying near a radio tower? Good luck. The signal up there can fry your drone's orientation for good. Where is this perfectly synchronized line of identically dressed people headed? Are we witnessing the initiation of a secret order? Blasting away hundreds of tons of rock amidst such lush green fields looks both terrifying and fascinating. The demolition of a bridge is a bit unsettling, but the drone stays high enough to capture the details of the teardown while remaining safe. A cable car ride over a raging river, an awe-inspiring sight, even through a screen. Drones can do more than just film, they can create beauty too. Thousands of drones hover in perfect sync, creating a mesmerizing light show. But the real question is, does one person control them all, or are digital illusionists secretly at work behind the scenes? An artistic installation in the form of a giant steel snake skeleton attracts attention from every angle, but the aerial view is perhaps the most striking. A drone captured one of the largest military aircraft graveyards in the world from above. Water slides at the survive it and tell the story level. Good thing the drone is recording, at least you can rewatch at home how you were swept away into the sunset. A drone captured the aftermath of a dam breach. Containers swept away by the current became lodged in its structure after a devastating impact. A drone captured the building demolition process in great detail. The explosives did an excellent job. The controlled detonation of a massive mining machine is already a spectacle, but watching it from above makes the scale of destruction look like the grand finale of a Hollywood blockbuster. Transporting massive cargo is precision work, but from a drone's perspective, it turns into pure art. I wonder what's harder, operating that beast or making sure the drone doesn't get lost while filming.
What an incredible footage! We always strive to choose the best content for you.
When an icebreaker gets to work, the scale is mind-blowing. With a single move, it crushes ice like it's just pavement. Pure power, best enjoyed in slow motion. Modern fishing or mass hysteria. People are running along the beach with nets as if they're hunting not for fish, but for a rare Pokemon. When a massive herd of hoofed animals decides to cross a busy highway, drivers have no choice, just sit back, relax, and enjoy an unexpected safari right in the middle of a traffic jam. What do you really know about the toughest jobs? Try diving to the ocean floor with scuba gear and cleaning the propellers of a sunken giant. A drone can hover over a target, opening up new possibilities for artistic filming, such as choreography. Drones are cool, sure, but lifting people into the air for fishing? Now that's a whole new level. Just hope the fish isn't smarter and doesn't pull the fisherman down instead. Who knew excavators could row like Olympic champions? This massive machine moves through the water so confidently that you have to wonder, how comfortable is it using its work tool as a paddle? The dizzying speed of the drone highlights the sheer number of concert goers. Looks like someone incredibly popular is performing. A crowd of people in red and orange shirts dancing in sync. Is this a massive ritual or just a flash mob? Either way, it's hypnotizing to watch. Building a house? Boring. Moving an entire house to a new location? Now that's interesting. Honestly, sometimes it's just easier to pack up and leave, walls and all. If you think rowing is easy, try coordinating strokes when there are 100 people in the same boat. It's either perfect synchronization or total chaos and soaked pants. When a scarecrow looks so realistic that even the drone hesitates to approach, birds definitely won't take the risk. Looks like farmers just unlocked a new level of protection. Old, abandoned buildings are eerie enough on their own, but when something mysterious flickers inside, it seems someone has just stumbled upon the perfect setting for a new horror movie. The underwater world has its own rules. There's no place for the weak. All the drone can do is watch as marine predators decide who's in charge today. Powerful waves show no mercy. They tear a ship apart like a house of cards, reminding everyone who truly rules the sea. The launch of a large drone could have been a triumph if not for the pilot's spectacular mistake. Spoiler, within seconds, the drone had a very personal encounter with him, and it hurt.
Obstacle above aircraft. Fly with caution.
This shot is so cinematic it could go straight onto the poster of a Hollywood blockbuster. Now we just need a title, something between Edge of Tomorrow and Mad Flight. A drone indoors? A nightmare for cat tranquility. The poor feline dashed around the house like an action movie hero, trying to escape the flying, uninvited overseer.
And how do you like such a twist? To be honest, I can't do without your comments here.
Flying a drone over a cemetery? Not the best idea. It's one thing if it only captures tombstones, but the footage might reveal something you'd rather not know. Winter sports are stunning on their own, but when a whole group of athletes is filmed from a drone, the scene becomes truly epic, almost like something out of a sci-fi action movie. Cruise entertainment comes in all forms, but this ship went beyond the usual. It features a full go-kart track right on deck. A sunset can be so beautiful that it pulls all attention to itself, erasing everything else, even hundreds of people around you. Watching an icebreaker slowly yet relentlessly split through a frozen barrier is like witnessing raw power blending nature. On a white sand beach with turquoise water, tourists watch in awe as rays glide along the shore as if they swam in just to say hello. Hi there. Just imagine you're calmly paddling in a boat and beneath you, the largest fish on the planet. That's no ordinary outing, it's an unforgettable experience. No matter how long the trip, you won't get bored on this train. One breathtaking landscape replaces another outside the window. To prevent danger, or worse, a tragedy, a controlled rockfall was carried out here in advance. Protecting her cubs is the #1 priority. Even on a steep slope, this mother bear finds a way to do just that. Derailment chaos. The wagons look like a mega puzzle someone dropped. The drone hovers above, capturing every jumbled detail. When farmers play with fire, but in a controlled way, it becomes art cinema against a backdrop of fields. From above, it's absolutely breathtaking. From above, the explosion doesn't just look destructive, it's cinematic. Slow motion, thundering pulse, and a reminder of how much humans can create and destroy. When your buddy's stuck in the water and you're the rescue team in a car, it becomes a show called Skill plus Insanity equals Success. A helicopter scooping water with pinpoint precision, even the drone is in awe. The scale and motion are stunning. Test flight turned crash landing, the dog didn't sign a media release and made that crystal clear with teeth and growls. The crocodiles were chilling on the dock until a buzzing drone showed up with cameras. Now they're wide awake, and that drone better stay out of sight. Graduates expected wow-worthy aerial shots, but the drone chose free flight. Now the footage is less about memories and more about a group-wide "oh no!" She imagined uploading an epic clip, but the drone had other plans. Now all that's left is the hum of rotors and a soft thud. When a building collapses in seconds and the drone catches it from above, it's the poetry of destruction frozen in the perfect frame.
In the blink of an eye, the building vanished as if it was never there.
A submarine from above, like a metal iceberg with a backstory. The silent pressure of underwater power captured with chilling beauty. After nature's fury, even the sea splits out of strange things. The drone shows us all the aftermath, floating, scattered, raw. Ice fishing on thin ice isn't a hobby, it's an extreme sport. This fisherman ended up going for an unplanned swim, but luckily he got out before the closing credits. The dogs put on a barking, leaping concert for the drone. It survived, but might now have a mild tail-related trauma. Some people chase adrenaline the crazy way, and with a drone filming, it just looks way cooler. Some shots become family legend. This flying archivist knows exactly when time holds its breath. That watercolor might come from pollution or chemicals, or it could be a result of natural processes like algae bloom.
Dan ini sudah nyampe di kota ya, Pamekasan, alirannya dari sini.
In the mountains, helicopters have become essential, especially when it comes to rescue missions. Sometimes drones discover things that perhaps should have remained hidden, but from above, it looks like a ghost of the past resting on the waves of time.
If you haven't liked this episode yet, now is the best time to do it.
Grand celebrations rarely end without a final touch, a dazzling fireworks display. Each year, it gets bigger and more spectacular, impressing even those who thought they'd seen it all. Sometimes you want to get closer to a natural wonder, but your gut tells you it's better to keep a safe distance. Sometimes words are unnecessary. Just watch. Some moments need to be seen to be believed.
Alright, buddy, good lines out there, go. Okay.
Kayaking is one thing, but diving into narrow tunnels under falling water? That's where real extreme begins.
Anybody skip lines out there, go.
The pilot of this plane isn't just skilled, he's a virtuoso, capable of writing messages across the sky in the clouds. So remote, even Google Maps would have to zoom in and light a cigarette from the streets. What is this strange place? Tightly packed houses, no roads, and mysterious figures, more questions than answers. But one thing's clear, something is definitely off here. The drone tried filming a cool drift and got smacked by a solid wall instead. Surprise ending 1, drone 0. This hare wasn't just running, he played tag with the drone like a seasoned pro. The ending's off screen, but the stakes were sky high. It's absolutely mesmerizing. The footage captivates even when viewed from the safety of a chair. Some footage needs no words, just watch, freeze, and absorb the pure cinematography of real life. Who knew wild boars were Olympic sprinters? All because a buzzing Sky Spy started tailing them. The icebreaker slices through frozen sea like butter, smooth, unstoppable. The crew just riding the ride called Winter Breaker. After a plane crash, the drone captures the eerie silence of destruction. All that's left, wreckage, emptiness, and a shot that looks more like a scar than footage. Some places remind you of what nature is capable of. From above, it all looks like a 4K postcard dipped in magic. Thousands release balloons into the sky, turning it into a kaleidoscope of dreams. So moving, it feels like someone painted joy right into the clouds. When a regular parachute jump just isn't enough, you land on a mountain peak and race down the slope. Pure adrenaline from sky to earth. Among swamps and thick vegetation live people who avoid all contact with the outside world. In the past, such tribes were out of reach for researchers, too remote and dangerous. Now, drones allow us to glimpse their lives from a distance, even if only for a moment. Given the scale, these mountain blasts are no accident, likely preparations for mineral extraction. Even in poor visibility, he keeps skiing like the slope is perfectly lit.
Watch out.
Some prefer peaceful sea trips across calm waters. Others choose the storm, the spray, and the wild power of the ocean.
That rock wall.
True glacial water, the very symbol of purity. No wonder it immediately caught their attention. Nature is raging, but humans are only more fascinated. Even as the world around them crumbles, they rush to watch, almost as if they're not a part of this apocalypse themselves. The perfect place not only to enjoy marine scenery, but also to meet people who share your spirit. Transporting an enormous and heavy load is true engineering artistry. Not every company would dare attempt it, but at least we get to enjoy watching it from the comfort of our screens. Amid endless greenery and steep hills sits a tiny structure like a forgotten lookout from another time. No paths, no people nearby, only a drone's eye can reveal such hidden secrets.
We're sure that our episode has impressed you. In fact, we always strive to choose the best ones for you. And we want to thank our regular subscribers and warmly welcome new ones.